There are many things we hear and ignore, and we see them happen in our lives. And have you ever sat to think why God allows you to get to hear something that is being whispered out there? Do you also know that God orders our steps? The steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. And that is why God orders our steps, so that we may get to come across people that are saying things that are affecting us in life. You know, God will never leave his seat of throne to come down here. So what he does is he connects you with people who will tell you things that you listen and know and wonder, oh, is this really happening? And this is what is happening at the moment. There's something going on that I would want you to listen to. And this is very, very important. Kindly listen to this.
So, during the Paris Olympics, you remember very well, during the Paris Olympics, an Antichrist ritual was done that besmirched our King and Savior and Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That ritual, which is well covered, was sanctioned by the French President, Emmanuel Macron. If you go down the timelines of Shoroshofa, the timelines of Mokuimodo, and the timelines of Wambugu and even Makara, we've covered this man called Emmanuel Macron in depth. Dear Kenyans, life is spiritual. You all know this country called Kenya is the net of the Almighty Yahweh. There has been so many talks and videos over the years about attempted takeover of this nation that is the next of Almighty Jehovah by the globalists for trials on New World Order 2030. For the last few years, we've talked about it. During the last 2024 finance bill, so many people didn't enumerate, and we made it very clear that that finance bill was crafted by the globalists, the Davos team that are the proponents of the New World Order 2030 One World Government. And many people have talked about it. Dear Kenyans, we've talked about these things over the years. I want to flash you back to recent history between 2024 and 2025. You remember our young people, the Gen Zs, protested against illegal laws and that finance bill. Ruto and his regime murdered our young people in cold blood, despite promising them that he will not institute, and he had withdrawn the finance bill 2024 that was grafted by the globalists with the name to take over Kenya. One remarkable aspect everybody should know is the Land Act of 2023-2024. You are aware the Ruto government has busted the issue of freehold and changed the law. You can wake up one morning and take your grandfather's ancestral land and remove you from that household. You know, the issue of affordable housing is about the globalist agenda. You know, SHA is about the globalist agenda. And that's why they are not succeeding. When President Ruto and his regime, in support of the NIS DG and the DCI, Mr. Haji and Mr. Amin respectively, recruited jihadists that murdered our young people in cold blood, Ruto was feted by the world leaders, both here and in foreign countries. Kenyans, ask yourself, the first country in Africa to be visited by the leaders of the FBI, the CIA, the Mossad, the MSS, and all the leading intelligence agencies is Kenya. You remember, kings came to this nation. Our president was feted world over by kings from Spain to Finland, from China to America, despite him murdering, and I repeat, him cold-blood murdering our agencies that wanted change in this country. Remember the case of Suluhu? She murdered Suluhu Samia, the devil, a demon. She murdered the young people in Tanzania. Cold-blood murder to maintain power. The so-called world powers, those who fight for democracy, those who talk about human rights, did not comment, object, or put sanctions against Suluhu and against Ruto. Yet they have the audacity to put sanctions and even create war in Iran when Iran crushed the demos in that country. Why the double standards? For a long time, we've talked about this nation of Kenya being the nest of the Almighty Jehovah, the start of the setup of the kingdom of Zion, that is the Millennium Kingdom, and the country that will prepare for the second coming of Yeshua HaMashiach, as in the book of Revelation, as in the book of Matthew, and in the book of Luke. We all know that Yeshua will come back. It's in Revelation 1:7, it's in the book of Matthew, it's in the book of Mark. We all know about the Millennium Kingdom. It is in the book of Revelation 20, verse 1 to 6. And we all know about it. For years, we've talked about the attempted takeover of Kenya by the globalists. Brethren, dear Kenyans, we have enumerated one Emmanuel Macron as an agent of the Antichrist, and have enumerated well, like I said in my account, Mokuimodo, Mambogo, and Shoro Shofa. This man is here, and I have said, he's the man who led the Antichrist rituals during the Paris Olympics. When you raised this issue, people thought it was a joke. You all know how dirty it is. Do not forget, during the Birmingham Commonwealth Games in 2022, they unveiled the ball, and the videos are in my account. Now, what am I driving at? For quite some time, we've talked about the YSF and the Habinga, the establishment of the Kingdom of Zion in Kenya and its spread to the world. We have always enumerated various attempts to try to stop it spiritually, that is by their dark rituals, by the Druids, by the Skull and Bones, by the Shinto, by the Shango, the dragons rituals, without any success. Now, they have tried even the physical aspect. Last time, my team released a video, they released a message, not a video, on attempted killing and murder of YSF members and the knights of the Kingdom of Zion in the order of Melchizedek. We did enumerate that the FBI has sent, and the KDF Embakasi Garrison, they have snipers in Mount Kenya, Narumoro Forest. We also enumerated that the British government has sent a special squad of 40 led by a Nigerian that is camping at the Nanyuki Air Base. And they have penetrated the mountain thinking they can look for the YSF Knight in the order of Melchizedek and the member of the Mount Kenya Prayer Warriors with the name of assassinating them. And we did tell them they are wasting their time. Mr. Macron is here. He has called Africans. The European Union is worried by the defiance of the African nation. They saw Burkina Faso defying them, the Mali and the West African countries. They are worried it will reach Congo, Kenya and the Southern Africa, which has immense wealth and resources that the Europeans have been plundering to maintain their power and their wealth. Macron, being the blue-eyed boy of Lucifer, Satan the devil, and the darling of the Davos globalists, has been sent here. He also alerted you that he was to become the leader of the coalition of the willing in Europe, and they have made him the leader of the coalition of the willing. He's been made by the European leaders because they know about the kingdom of Zion and the establishment of the kingdom. He is now here. He first of all sent his army, and they are in Mombasa. Last night they did a lot of rituals near the Mombasa Golf Club, where we demolished the altar of Apollyon. Macron is not here for business. He is here for control. He is here to implement the New World Order, Davos globalist agenda, to make Kenya a trial nation for the New World Order 2030, that they want to impute humanization and total control of human beings in copying of the message in the book of Revelation and trying to disrupt the book of Revelation from chapter 8 to 20, the prophecy of Isaiah, the prophecy of Daniel, what Yeshua said in Matthew, and what he said in Luke. Mr. Macron, with your puppet, William Samoei Ruto, I have this message to you, or for you, from Yeshua HaMashiach, our King, to the glory of the Almighty Jehovah. We've been hunting the YSF and the Knights of the Kingdom in the order of Melchizedek. This is my message to you. YSF, led by Yeshua HaMashiach, is not only untouchable, it is invisible. Don't waste your time. Let the British not waste their time. Let the Americans not waste their time with the FBI and the CIA. Let the Chinese and all the world powers waste their time. There is nothing you can do. YSF is untouchable. And like Psalms 91:4 says, they're under the wings of the Almighty Jehovah, protected under the leadership of Yeshua HaMashiach.
Guys, they're here. There are things we hear and we are like, hey, I would rather listen so that I may hear than not know what is being said. Because let me tell you, God doesn't like somebody who doesn't use their brains. God has given us the brains so that we can use them. So the thing is, listen in, then think using your brain and get to know whether what you are digesting is right or wrong. What I bring to you is important because there are things that are known by people out there, and it is not possible for you to know everything yourself. You have to listen to what other people are talking about and go pray about it and ask God to reveal everything that you have heard to you and be able to decide whether you believe what you hear or not. All I know is that these are things that are being said on air. They are not secrets, and you may be surprised, just like I was surprised. And you are like, is this really happening? And because knowledge comes from God, understanding is God-given. What you do when you listen to such, and many more that I'm going to be bringing to you guys, you go and kneel down and pray to your God and tell him, God, would you protect humanity? Would you protect us? If this is real, and if this what is happening is what I have just heard. Seek from God knowledge, understanding, and get to use your brain that God gave you to take the next step. I just wanted you to understand, to hear this, and this is mine, is to pass the information and leave it at that, so that you may be informed. God bless you. Drop in the comment section, give the video a like, make a sweet comment, and if you like the video, and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And we see you in the next one. Bye-bye.